Hey everybody, let's dive into the market, starting with the SPY. You're gonna see SPY went 212 to the upside today, and it was a pretty interesting trading day. We're still inside week, so we're aware of that, and we're also aware that the 60 is a major time frame signal. So since we had a scenario 2 up on the day, we know, at least for that time, as long as it's a 2 up, it is going higher. The week is a 1, so it's doing nothing, and then the month is not really relevant to us at this point since it's still right near its open. So each 60 matters. It's more important at the beginning of the month. You'll see they started 2s up. So they started going higher into daily magnitude. So the daily signal broke, it went into magnitude, and then profit taking from magnitude as they do. Then we went 2 to reversal for 60 minutes. This caused a pretty nice drop into the lows, almost $2 off the 60 break. Then we went inside, telling us we're going to have a scenario 2 coming. And then we went inside bar to the upside and then continued that all morning or all afternoon. This was a simultaneous break. Q's was also inside bar, which also broke higher. They had slight triangle out, but then they continued. Dow Jones was also an inside bar. It also broke higher, and then they continued. IBM had already reversed 2-2 reversal to the upside and continued, while the rest of the market was previously going down or inside. So all those inside bars confirm the reversal that IBM made. This is a really important thing to understand when trading simultaneous breaks. When a 2-2 reversal occurs in IBM, and yet SPY is still inside, it tells you if SPY reverses inside and up on the next bar, it's confirming IBM. You have double the evidence. Or if SPY goes inside bar down, it's negating. You have less evidence of that rally in IBM following through. So really cool to know. What we saw today was pretty neat. So in the home builders, this was not on the nightly vid. However, we had the inside day, and we saw this break in the morning, so we alerted it about 30 minutes into the trading day. The reason we alerted it is because it was on our quarterly list, and just to make sure we're tracking receipts, because I think that's becoming more important. A lot of people don't go back and look, but we go to the quarter, you're going to see XHB, 2-2 quarter and 2-2 month signal. And then if you look at the 2-2 list, we go XHB. Oh, you'll see home builders, Home Depot, Lowe's, KBH, DHI, TOL, PHM. If they buy all of these, it's an algorithmic buyer, right? So we go to KBH. This point, still monthing up. You'll see it took the day up. PHM, see took the day up, still the month up, still the quarter up. You go to TOL, still the quarter up, took the day up. So you see all these daily signals inside bars confirmed the quarter, right? Through a previous range. That's what you look for. So we saw that in the morning. And just so you guys see in here, you see XHB quarterly reversals back to confirming simultaneous daily reversals to the upside there. And this was something we previously alerted on when they broke. So you're going to see simultaneous break on 7/1, the first day of the month. And check out those 3 to 12 month options. So those are playing pretty nicely. The other thing we saw today was CRISPR, which we mentioned in the quarterly video with the pivot machine gun. So we're going to go back and we're going to continue to do this. CRISP. You'll see in here, ARC K. This is in the weekend video, but that's where we get that from. And then you'll see focus with the quarter, ARC Sympathy, 3 stars, right? CRISPR, that's something we want to know about. And if you go watch the video, you'll see exactly why we said that pivot machine gun's good. So when we alerted on this, we're going to see yesterday, we saw 2-2 reversal CRISPR. This was about 9:17 in the morning. This occurred on Tuesday, 2-2 reversal day, confirming quarter PMG. Could become 68.70 fast, currently 53.76. So we go to CRISPR. When you go down on Monday and then reverse on Tuesday, as long as you're above this, 52.91, that's a buy, right? And we alerted this slightly after. The reason that doesn't matter is because if it's going to go to 70, it doesn't matter, right? If we're in there 50 cents later. So from here, you're going to see $7.25. If you're late, $6.50, $7, whatever it is, still a very good trade. So we saw some of that stuff follow through. If we go to last night's vid, we saw energies with the simultaneous break. Some things followed through, some didn't. PSX followed through. VLO followed through. MPC followed through a little bit. Oxy inside day measured move setting up for tomorrow. XOM inside day for tomorrow. Fang inside day for tomorrow. Maybe it goes inside down, right? If anything's gonna be weak. And then CVX did follow through. So we got some of the energies falling through, some not. XLE inside day, XOP inside day, OIH inside day. We're gonna be watching all of those for the Wednesday night video. So we're gonna get XOM Fang in there. We did then see as well potentially 322 day in the uranium sector. You'll see coming after levels of reclaim on the left. So 322 back to the upside, bring you up in there. Tells you look at SMR. You'll have the 222. Similarly, bottom of the broadening formation here. We got Oklo. 222 setting up as well. It is, still an inside month, so that makes it a little bit more difficult for us there. If we go to LEU, inside day, so a little stronger, maybe gets the inside week going, is still inside month, so we're aware of that. So kind of meh, but I'm going to be watching it regardless because I have a big position in there. If we go to the other inside days from last night's vid, Meta still good to the upside. ARM setting up a rev strat. Marvell didn't do too much today. Cat, you'll see gap up with an upgrade. DE had a very nice puke in here, but was not quite weak enough to take these guys out. So maybe a rev strat tomorrow. So we're going to add that to the list. Let's see, FedEx. Double inside FedEx. UPS, double inside as well. Good ones for the double inside bar players there. For those following the macro stuff, Norwegian Cruise Line still bright green quarter, 322. You see the daily did go 212 up, but these two bars are still inside the previous range. If we go to the Royal Caribbean, inside day. So we'll add that to the inside day list. RCL. Another quarterly name we did not have on the list before is Tisco, Tractor Supply Co. Still got some range to go after in there, although it's not the craziest mover. Comcast also went double inside day today. And we're just going through the list from last night's vid. Palantir, very nice momentum measured move on the day. You'll see that 322 week going. You'll see the inside 60 here, which caused that all to happen. Very nice. AAP from the strat attack, very nice. Pretty big today. Notice still 3-2 quarter expansion. Sorry. Just trying to get through the rest of the last night's vid. All right. Now let's take a look at the scans so we can make sure we don't miss anything. So current candle 1, we got 234 names on the list. Starting from the top. Let's see what we got here. Netflix inside day pivot machine gun. Maybe a 2-go-3 week. It is red on the month, but inside. So at this point, got reclaim inside day PMG. So could be, $14 move pretty fast in there. Ideally, we see that gap down slightly tomorrow, so we don't break those prior to the pivots. Spotify 3-1 day. which could trigger an inside week down. I'd also be aware maybe it triggers down and then rev strats back to the upside. Goldman Sachs. Inside day in the financials. Visa's inside day as well. It's inside month. All right, REGN in the healthcares. It is 2-month up inside day. Carvana 3-1. Zscaler is 3-1 as well. Not really much range to go through, but they are aggressively buying that one. Gold inside day is interesting. Double inside week still. Interesting. You got more inside days. You got JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs in there. Norfolk Southern 3-1. However, it's still very much an inside week. Dash is an inside day. Trying to go outside week to the upside. Wow, we just got a lot of names. Not a lot of previous range to come back through, which makes it a little bit less fun for us, just because everything went back to the highs as far as the strong stuff is concerned. Along with Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan, you got Capital One Financial or COF inside days, so you got some financials all lined up there. NUE is going to be inside on the quarterly list for the quarterly guys. Roblox is double inside. There's momentum at the highs, but obviously they've liked Roblox in here, which is pretty cool. Robinhood 3-1. And obviously we've known about Robinhood. They really like that one. That's the next Palantir, in my opinion. It's already up 100% from our signal entry alert. We pounded the table pretty hard on Twitter and in the Discord. Very nice. You got more financials inside at CHW, so you could have some financial simultaneous break tomorrow. Citigroup's inside. And one thing I do want to do here is, since we have so many, we do have a lot on the list here. We're going to make another sub list. So we're going to take the inside days. We're going to do the quarter. Then we go sort by change percent, highest to lowest, and dollar sign. And normally we just take the top highest percentile, 80-20 rule. 20% of these stocks are going to do 80% of the gains. So take the top 20%. So we got 126. Gives us 25 names, the top 20% of those guys, which actually, seems right. So I have a few names in here. I like doing percent just because it's a little bit more accurate, at least in my opinion. And we'll just take a look at who's in here for us. And what I want to do is make sure we're 2 up on the quarter. Right? It's sorted by scenario 1. So at the top of that list, and you know what I could do? Ooh, I have a good idea. Give me 1 sec. All right, so instead of sorting it, I'm just going to add stars. It looks like Upstart is at the top of that list. Carvana is also up at the top of that list. FedEx is also at the top of that list. Then Royal Caribbean is also at the top of that list. And we'll double check just by looking at the scan site. This is also another great way of identifying which ones you should look at because we trade long red and green bars. It's one of the things we look to do. So you can just take the top 10% of these and just say, I'm just going to trade that. Or you can take the top 10 here and do the top 10 by dollar change, or you can cross-reference those lists, but so many great ways to use a scanner. This is one of them. That being said, there's a lot of nobodies in here that I'm not interested in. But looks like we got our list. So for inside days, this is what you got. Anything with the star is more of interest because of the percent change. Or, simultaneous break with the energies. Now let's take a look at hammers. You can see there's not many. I love when that's the case because there's not a lot for me to talk about. Oops. 2 down in green, you got a whole lot of nothing. Hammer, nothing. Nothing. So most things went 2s up today, which we go to the stats. You're going to see about 40% of the market up, 30% down. But that's what we're looking at. And then we can go 1, 2 up, shooter. Doesn't look like we have a lot of rev strats either. Most things closed green. So that tells us at least a little bit about how tomorrow's going to look with most things going up. And if we go to the week, you're going to see most things going up. Energies obviously have the highest concentration still. On a monthly basis, the cyclicals have the highest concentration. So we look in here, AAP, and a whole lot of other guys. Win, right? It tells you MGM, LVS, that type of stuff. Wayfair, BBWI, Norwegian Cruise Lines. So a lot of cyclicals leading the market. 70% of those going up. They're betting on the consumer. If we go to tech, similar story there. You got a lot of tech going up. So that's what we're seeing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the vid. This is what we got into tomorrow. And I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.